Hello, welcome back to my channel. To all you guys who are not new here, if you are new here, hello, my name is Chitara. My middle name is Kay. You can call me Kay as well. I don't want to be before you guys too long. I know it's a little windy out here, so hopefully you guys will be able to hear me because I know I'm very loud. So I'm gonna, even if I'm not usually loud, I'm gonna try to be louder. Okay. But I want to talk to you guys about the title. I'm not really sure about the title, but before this video is uploaded, I'll have a title, but this is more of kind of a testimony, and I believe that this testimony is going to help somebody. So here we are talking about it. Okay. Years ago, before the Lord actually brought me and my husband together to live together and things like that, we were already married, but we were living together. No, I don't know if we were married yet. We probably weren't married yet, but we were not living together for sure, okay? And I remember the Lord introduced me to a book. It's called the Book of Solomon, something like that. I remember, I was at work and I was listening to a Bible, and I feel like the Bible was referencing it somehow. I can't remember how it came up, but anyways, I knew the Lord led me there, okay? And in that book, the book of the story, the book of the testimony of King Solomon and all that, it talked about different demons. And if you guys don't know the story, you guys don't have an audiobook on this book, I will try to find it, and I will put the YouTube video where there's an audio of it, because I went online and I tried to find the book again. Order it from Amazon, and at the time it was like $90-something, and now I don't see the book on there at all. Okay, so long story short, I'm going to give you guys a quick summary of this book, and I'm going to tell you my testimony. Okay, long story short, what went on in this book is, it seemed that Solomon had a servant who he loved very much, and he was paying the boy, to do work for him, but he was like noticing that no matter what, he would feed the boy, pay the boy, or he would pay the boy extra wages because he loved him so much, that the boy would always be looking skinny, like he was being malnourished, not taken care of. And then finally Solomon pulled him to the side, like, why do you look like this? Like, I love you, I take care of you, like, what's going on? The boy said, well, there's this demon pretty much that comes to him every night. Every time he gets paid, he takes the boy's money. So he can't buy food. He can't take care of himself. He can't buy clothes for himself. And he said, and what the demon does is sucks on his thumb, promoting fear in the boy, right? Solomon takes it to God. God gives him a ring. It goes back to the story of Lord of the Rings. So if you guys never read this book, this is where they be getting, their stuff from, okay? In reality, this is where they get their movies from, if you know what I'm trying to say. But so anyways, so God gives him a ring, and God gives Solomon the ring, and the ring has the power of God on there, all that. So what Solomon says to the boy, he's like, take this ring with you. When that demon comes again, throw this at him, and he's going to be arrested, and then I want you to bring him back to me, okay? So when he goes and does that, the demon was trying not to go with him. He was like, I'll give you anything. I'll give you this. Please don't take me to home. Please don't take me there. And the boy was like, nope, my master wants you. It's too late. No, enough talking. Let's go. So they make it to Solomon. And long story short, what Solomon does is he questions the demon. He finds out what the power of the demon is. He finds out who is more powerful than the demon. And it was only angels that's in heaven or Jesus Christ, right? Those are the ones that put fear in the demon, okay? These different demons. Or that demon, right? And then as it went on, Solomon was arresting different demons. Like, he was having one demon go get another one, and he was interviewing all of them, and he was finding out their powers, and he was finding out what they do. This is where I got some of my knowledge from. But I didn't recognize that this thing was happening to me, and I got to tell y'all. So, anyways, they were literally being captured, and he was interviewing them and finding out different demons, what their power is, what they do, who is more stronger than them, who puts fear in them, who's the only one that can. And it was always either Jesus Christ himself. These demons can't even, nothing was going to, you know, make these demons stop, surrender, none of that, unless it was either an angel that you called on, a certain angel, or Jesus Christ himself. Some of them is so ranking that Jesus has to, okay, intervene, you know? So, yeah, long story short, he was seeing the attributes of them, seeing their you know, their bodies, seeing what they look like. This is the story, this is the book, okay? And, on top of that, what he did was he would arrest them because, of course, they wasn't right. They out here doing dirt. I don't know if y'all can really hear me because of these dogs, but they out here doing dirt or whatever. So what he did was he was arresting them, and he made them build the temple of God. Like, he actually arrested them and had them build that beautiful temple. So, you know, when people wonder how it was made and stuff like that, yeah, it was by spiritual help. Yeah, God made them. They you know, demons don't like that. Demons don't like being, you know, slaves to humans and, you know, doing what we say. They don't. So that was like the ultimate, like, pride buster right there to make them serve him. Now, okay, y'all want to be doing it now? Y'all can go build this up. I want you to go do this and I want you to go do that. They hated that, right? But that's just me summing up the story, right? With that being said, I learned a lot of different things about demons, and I learned a lot of different things, like, from this book, and I still go back sometimes and reread it, and I need to go back and reread it now, okay? But what I'm here to tell you guys right now, I'll give you a summary of some of the things that they do, and I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. Okay, so some of the things that these demons do, if you are pregnant and you're with child, you know what I'm saying, automatically, just because you are pregnant, there is a demon that assigns itself. Their job is solely to attack pregnant women. It is solely to attack women that, or babies that are unborn yet. You know what I'm saying? You may see people who are in their 30s, in their 20s, whatever, and they losing teeth. And you don't know why. You're like, why is their teeth falling out? They're young. What is going on? Yeah, there's a demon assigned to do that. Oh, you may see people who are losing their hair. Men and women losing hair. We have it very commonly in the men. You know what I'm saying? But it's starting to be more common in women as well. You know, but when things like that are happening, when the hair is lost and stuff like that, those are demons who do that. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I need people to understand that the life that we live is more spiritual than we think. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, no, that's a special case. Oh, you know, somebody losing their hair. No, it's just alopecia. It's just, no, these are demons. These are demons. And the fact that we put medical names on it, which is what hides them and what keeps them in the dark, and people ain't fighting these demons where they ain't don't know when you see them, they fighting against them. A lot of times we take these things on as life, as, you know, normacy to it, and that's the problem. This is why these demons get to run around doing all the things that they're doing, because we don't know the signs. We don't know what they look like. We don't recognize them. We can't see them, right? So there we go, okay? And they slick, they're cunning, okay? You have to understand who you up against, okay? So I'll tell you what just happened to me. Me being married and all this, there's also demons that specifically attach themselves to married people, okay? I'll tell you some of the things that I learned that these demons do. You know, they'll begin to make the wife more unattractive to the husband. There's other demons. I want to, before I move on, there's demons specifically that literally attach themselves to virgins, and they make virgins unattractive to people. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people I've heard growing up, oh, I'm not going to mess with her, she's still a virgin, da-da-da-da, or I'm not going to mess with him, he a virgin, he don't know what he doing. Or I've heard people say things like that growing up when I was younger, a little more about my childhood. But, so that's demonically influenced, right? To make that purity look like a bad thing, not make it as beautiful as it is. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff, right? So, moving forward, guys, what I want to talk about now, okay, is there are demons that attach themselves to people that are married, okay? And there's a demon that attach themselves to even the sex life of the marriage, okay? I'm telling you guys this because it just happened to me, okay? Over the span of probably a month now, I have not been in the mood, and this is a little bit personal, but let's get there. Let's be realistic about things, okay? I've not been attracted to my spouse, not wanting to come near my spouse, not doing anything like that with my spouse. And I know it seems like a lot, but I'm telling you guys this because God gave me this gift of I don't care. I'm going to be as transparent as possible if it's going to help, okay? So here we go, okay? And legit, it happened where I was like this for a month, maybe a little bit over. I'm not even gonna lie. And finally, I'm like, I don't know where the urge went. Like, I don't know where the excitement went. Anytime me and my husband get to that point, I think about something negative. I think about something bad that happened. I'm not even there. Like, I'm not in it or anything with him. Like, literally. And it's not myself. Okay, it's just not me. It's outside of me totally. It's not my character. It's not like that. Even when I'm thinking, okay, I'm enjoying his company, we're going to have a good night, whatever. Whenever the time comes, nothing happens. Okay, because it's like, no, I don't want to. I can't. It's too, no, please stop. No, like, it's just not there for me. I don't want it at all, right? So, I literally got fed up with it. Okay? The other night, I got fed up with it, and I'm like praying against it. Like, I'm just laying there in my bed, and I'm just eyes closed in my head talking to God. And not even necessarily that I'm just talking to God, but I'm like rebuking anything that I can rebuke. So I'm like, okay, if there's something that I said, something that he said, if there's a demon that's been assigned to this, if there's something that, whatever it is, I'm going in every avenue. Something that anybody sent on me, whatever, I'm rebuking it. I'm casting it down. I'm, calling down the fire against it, any covenant, any kind of connection that was made, anything, any agreement that was made against the sex life of my marriage and all these things, right? I'm just going any avenue. Like, the Holy Spirit was helping me go in all directions, okay? If that makes sense. And legit, while I'm praying and I'm rebuking, okay? I literally see a demon. And legit, this demon I couldn't see a body. All I saw was the eyes. Very big yellow eyes with almost like a cat or a reptilian. It reminded me of, not even a cat, it reminded me of a reptilian. It was slit in the middle, yellow slit, black slit in the middle of the eyes. That's what I saw. And when the demon came, it legit was keeping me from speaking, like but not with my mouth. I wasn't speaking with my mouth at all. First of all, the presence came on me so heavy I could literally feel the presence on my body, but like literally it was like my mind stopped. Like, it stopped. Like, I couldn't speak in the spirit in a way, because this is a spiritual battle. So it's trying to shut me up, right? So I literally, and then I go to try to open up my mouth. It's trying to keep me from opening my mouth. I open up my mouth. And I start fighting against it with my flesh. You know what I'm saying? Start saying it out loud against it. Because it's like, no, I'm not stopping. So I literally, I'm like, when I seen it with my spiritual eyes, I'm like, there it is. That's the root to my problem. That's the issue. That's the demon that's causing me these problems. So I literally, I'm raged now. And I'm calling down the lightning, the thunder, and the fire from heaven to tear this demon up. Okay? And then now at this point, I'm covering the whole house. I'm like, literally, But I'm giving that testimony to somebody who needs to hear it, maybe in the future, or maybe you're going through it right now, okay? That these are demons, okay? And I'm thinking, whether you guys ask me to or not, I'm just going to put that link inside of the description so that way you guys can go and read the book. I know there's some people that's out here that be like, oh, I only read the Bible. You know what? To that, fine. Do what you want, right? But God led me. And I don't know if it's for the spiritually mature people who can read outside of the Bible and get the wisdom that God is giving. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to stick to that, fine. If you're led to this video, regardless if you just read the Bible or not, it was for a reason. And the person who's giving you this info, God led me to that book. and it was wisdom in that book. Okay, so I will definitely try to link that audiobook in the description. I think I have it somewhere saved in my phone, because I do try to go back to it. But legit, it was going on for a long time, and you would think even after I read the book that I would just obviously know that this is what's going on. But we need our refreshers. We need to, constantly be up on this. And so I feel like lesson learned is important to protect your marriage in prayer. It's important to be prayerful about your marriage. It's important to pray, but like definitely do battle prayers. Fight against, we are in war out here. You know what I'm saying? And so I thank the Lord for helping me and all that. But it was a real demon that came to me and was like irritated with me. And I'm irritated with it. And I got to see it in the spiritual realm. Had big, it was like the whole body was black. Because I don't even know how to explain that. It was like a blackness that came over me, right? That came to me. And literally all I could see was the big eyes, the big yellow eyes. And it was like reptilian eyes. So, yeah, don't play, guys. Whenever you sense or you see something weird or whatever, get to fighting, because they ain't playing with us, okay? But, yeah, I hope that helps somebody. I hope that was a lesson to somebody. I hope that blessed somebody. So I want you guys to have a great rest of your night, day, and evening, whatever time it is. Have a good one, guys. Bye.